Everybody, Nate with Nate Dog Training, just here at a client's house. We're going to practice some stay at the front door and sort of manners of how to act when people come over. There's one bark, but we'll live with that. Couple barks. We don't want more than 2 barks. Then it becomes a little too much. Too much stress for a dog. So it's barked about 5 times. So that's stuff we got to work on. Again, 2 barks, then we can control them. All good. But if the dog barks out of control, they're going to jump on your gas. It's going to put them in a tough spot. Oh, hello. Nice job. Very good. Very good. So here they are. Good to see you. So we're working with Stay, and obviously it's brand new. She's just learning all this stuff, so we don't worry too much about, we're not looking for perfection right now, but we definitely want them to be calm, right? Because if the dog came over to us with that excitable stuff, there's more chances of jumping and whatever, right? Could even do a pee, right? Now we're just waiting for him to calm down so he can come see me. So see if you can do a stay and walk over this way.
Mole.
Little molar.
Stay.
All right, nice. Then try to open the door. All right, nice. Then you go back and reward as long as they're not whining. Nice job. Very good. And then we're still not saying they could come over and see the guest yet.
Stay.
So we're just using a leash because there's no way this little cutie could, we haven't taught it long enough or trained this long enough to be able to sit, to be able to hold that stay with distractions. So nice job. The goal is to practice without distractions and get them good at it, and then start using family and friends to build this up. And then, so now much more calm just with a few of them. Right now, unhook that little sweetie because she's calm and quiet, and then say okay and let her come over.
Okay.
Oh yes, there she is, the famous Molly. All right, now try doing it with no leash. Just go over the call him back and see if you can try it. If say you saw this and if he breaks again, I wouldn't turn my back on him. There you go, nice. Like, and then nice. So say he kept breaking, no big deal. We just would probably start with shorter distances until we build it up, right? So let's say your dog kept breaking. Then you just would only go a couple steps till you see him about to break, and that's where you cut it short. Go back and reward them before they break. And then every day you get a little bit farther until you're at the door, then opening the door, closing it. So now this is where you take your time coming back to build up the stay. Now you got to take time, and that's normal. So you just go back, reset them up. No big deal. You try to do it in the same area they were in roughly. And that's why the leash is here. If I'm practicing and I just can't get, the dog is too eager, no big deal. Just use the leash. A very short-term thing for long-term behavior, which is the leash will just be used when for a little bit. Each time somebody comes over, the leash would be less and less used.
Nice job.
A couple barks is okay, then we want to correct and have them not stressing.
Yeah.
Your dog would be friendly, but it's still a lot of stress that can come from it until people come in.
Anxious.
Yeah, so he's kind of like, at least he's not, because a lot of dogs that can turn into fear and staying back and barking at people. You could turn a dog, remember, if they see it as a negative, the person coming in is already a negative.
Yeah.
So we don't want that. Your dog isn't going to be like that, but it's still this, almost makes your dog probably hyper.
Mm-hmm.
It gets them all jacked.
Oh, yeah.
And seeing us the same, it's all state of mind we don't want because it's going to blow up the gas. It's not going to listen to us.
Yep.
And I'll have you practice because the closer they get to here, the more they'll act a fool. I'm going to try to scoot back with my penguin walk. All right, perfect. So then I can do that again. Just do a half of one. And eventually when they don't bark, we'll reward.
Okay.
We will, yeah. Just so you can see it's almost too quick. It's too concerned right now. And I can desensitize this sound. And eventually I'm going to give food. You just watch. I'm just watching where they're less concerned and more curious. But it's a hard one to see. Some of them, it looks the same almost. So now I'm going to try this, and you're going to give him food when I say so. Remember, we have 2 seconds. I'll give you 3. You have 3 seconds to reward, to correct, or praise a behavior for it to stick. So now there's the cool little head bobbing. Now 1 second, 2, go ahead and reward. Nice. I'm going pretty light right now. I'm not trying to bang on that door. And look, if you have, no, wait. Now just give him a chance to make that bark. Now go.
Okay.
Nice. Now let's do this move. You trade me and you start doing that. And then you'll just throw little pieces to the little goof. Look, I don't care if she's within, this isn't about stay. It's just keeping them a little bit, for the farther, if you're close to the door, it's your door. The more that they're closer to it, you have no chance to influence them. So here, just kind of like that. Yeah, nice. See, that's why I did the penguin walk, because a lot of them, they try. Hey, nice move. They'll try to like juke right by you, and then just go back to the door now. And now what I want you to do is do what I did. Do a couple little subtle knocks. Do. Nice. And then wait. But we're going to wait a little bit. Tell your friends, text them when you're here.
Okay.
Come up, do a subtle knock. Practice. If you feel like, if you know they're not going to be able to handle it at first, it's a new behavior, clip them here and do this. But within a week, I almost can promise you that you will, you pretend to clip or just put them in a stay and you'll be, they learn pretty quickly. It's just about what you teach them. You've got to condition for months. They'll learn quick, but for it to stick, it's months and months and months. That's good. All right, so now let's try this. Let's get crazy. I'll go out. You call them over, put them in a stay, and then you come get me.
Okay.
So go reward that if it stays. Nice job.